Today we dive into the wisdom of Native American cultures. Their quotes and sayings are like hidden treasures, offering guidance and inspiration. Join us as we explore the profound teachings of Native American tribes to connect with their timeless insights into life, nature, and spirituality. These messages have been passed down for generations and resonate as universal truths. Whether you are seeking personal growth, a deeper connection with nature, or daily inspiration, you are in for a treat. Stay until the end, when we will reveal some very special wisdom that can change your life forever. You cannot wake a person who pretends to be asleep. When you doubt, be still and wait. When doubt fades, step forward with courage. Strength, no matter how hidden, always breeds endurance. Do not judge a person until you have walked 2 moons in his moccasins. Don't come behind me. Maybe I can't lead you. Don't go ahead. Maybe I don't want to follow you. Walk beside me to walk together. Let us go forward and turn into what we think. Everything on earth has meaning. Every herb heals a disease, and every person has a mission. Think what you want to think, but don't forget that you have to live with your thoughts every day. It is better to have less thunder in your mouth and more light in your hands. We will forever be remembered by the footprints we leave behind. Only after the last tree is cut down, only after the last lake is polluted, only after the last fish is caught, you will realize that money cannot be eaten. The trees are the pillars of the world. When the last trees have been cut down, the sky will fall above us. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. Peace is not just the opposite of war. It is not just the space of time between 2 wars. Peace is more. It is the law of life. It is when we act justly and when justice reigns among every single being. Our first teacher is our heart. If the Great Spirit had wanted us to live always in the same place, he would have left the world still. What is life? It is the flash of a firefly in the night. It is the breath of a buffalo in winter. It is the little shadow that crosses the grass and is lost in the sunset. Men come and go like the waves of the sea. Even the white man whose God walks and talks with him from friend to friend cannot escape the common fate. When an army of whites fights the Indians and wins, this is considered a great victory. But if it is the whites who are defeated, then it is called a massacre. Those who have 1 foot in the canoe and 1 foot in the boat are about to fall into the river. Seek wisdom, not knowledge. Knowledge is the past, wisdom is the future. O Great Spirit, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can change. Do not judge your neighbor until you walk 2 moons in his moccasins. When a man turns away from nature, his heart becomes hard. Remember that children are not yours, but are lent to you by the Creator. The land does not belong to man. It is man who belongs to the land. All things are connected, like the blood that unites a family. Whatever happens to the earth also happens to the children of the earth. Man did not weave the web of life. He is only a thread of it. Whatever he does to the web, he does to himself. Life is like a bridge. You can cross it but not build a house on it. It is better to have less thunder in your mouth and more lightning in your hand. It is not how you are born, but how you die that reveals to which people you belong. A very great vision is necessary. and the man who experiences it must follow it as the eagle seeks the deepest blue of the sky. What you have seen, remember it, because what you have not seen comes flying back in the wind. The dog that licks one hand does not see the knife hidden in the other. I have never claimed the right to be able to do with the land what I think is right. The only one who has such a right is the one who created it. Air is precious to the red man, since all things partake of the same breath. What is man without animals? If there were no more of them, the Indians would die of loneliness. For whatever happens to animals will soon happen to man. All things are connected. A people without history is like the wind on the grass where buffalo grows. The weaknesses of the enemy are our strength. A man's law changes according to his thinking. Only the laws of the Spirit always remain the same. Poverty is a noose that strangles humility and feeds disrespect for God and man. Sharing and giving are the ways of God. Old age is not as honorable as death, but most people desire it. The rainbow is a sign of Him who is in all things. Do not be afraid to cry. Crying will make the mind free from sad thoughts. The coyote is always out there waiting, and the coyote is always hungry. The coward shoots with his eyes closed. There is nothing more convincing than the tale of a rattlesnake. There is no such thing as death, only a change of worlds. If a man is as wise as a snake, he can afford to be as harmless as a dove. One has less trouble being poor than being dishonest. All plants are our brothers and sisters. They speak to us, and if we listen, we are able to hear them. A brave man dies once, the coward many times. Never persecute or mock your fellow man because of his religion. Instead, respect what he believes if you want him in return to respect you. Walk lightly in spring. Mother Earth is pregnant. A man or woman with many children has many homes. He who wants to do great things should not attempt everything alone. No speech should be begun without first showing humility. Be careful as you speak. With your words, you create a world around you. Don't let yesterday abuse too much of today. After dark, all cats are leopards. White people think the moon is just the moon. We say it is our grandmother. They think the thunder is nothing but the thunder. We call it grandfather. The sun is to them a great ball of fire. We know it as our brother. Day and night cannot dwell together. The sun rises, shines for a long time. It sets, it goes down and is lost. So it will be with the Indians. A couple more years will pass, and what the white man writes in his books will be all that can still be heard about the Indians. It takes 1,000 voices to tell one story. Courage, fortitude, generosity, selflessness, patience, forbearance, humility, wisdom. When a man turns away from nature, his heart becomes hard. The dog that licks one hand does not see the knife hidden in the other.